shit given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a bit.
Okay, before we begin the video, tomorrow's Halloween. Today is the 30th of October. I know plenty of kids could have wear a face mask, trying to trick or treat or whatever. But the thing is, a school lockdown, no, not a school lockdown, but a school, the school fire drills would have been crazier. That could be my Halloween reaction. So, I'm just gonna react to a Halloween video by Mr. Nightmare. Don't know Mr. Nightmare, just check him out. I mean, he does creepy parts and stuff over on YouTube. And yeah, he basically tells these true scary stories. And yeah. Oh, by the way, if you talk about my fucking background, then whatever. Just do not talk about my fucking background, man. Because if you talk about my fucking background, if you talk about something, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and my parents are awake, okay? It's 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm doing a reaction video just for myself. I'm trying to do this for the views. I'm trying to do this for the reaction, because I'm trying to make a Halloween video. And yes, tomorrow's Halloween, okay? Plenty of kids are trick-or-treating, and possibly they will face mask, whatever. But if you ask me, why do you hear this background noise? I'm not gonna ask you why, because if you ask me why, if you hear them, if you keep saying, "Oh, why is your mama honking?" I'm not gonna explain you why. I'm fucking pissed off. So if you talking to some shit like that, and if I met you, I'm gonna punch you. That's for sure. I'm gonna punch you in the cock, whatever, an ass, whatever. Gonna hit you, whatever. So please do not judge my own. Please, just whatever. Just do not talk about my background noises. So I'll block you in the comment section. So yeah, I hope you can enjoy this reaction today. And it's October 30th, and it's Halloween, so tomorrow's Halloween, so yeah.
Later.
So, I remember in these following school years, well, tomorrow is Halloween. Tomorrow we all might have to trick or treat, or maybe not, because the coronavirus. And I know some of the kids will wear a face mask, whatever, but for me, I'm not sure if I'll trick or treat, because I might have a party tomorrow, so yeah. But only I did know, while we were in the lockdown in the school, I mean, not a lock, but while we're in the lockdown for the coronavirus, a fire drill wouldn't sound that crazy. Remember the past years in school, when you're inside the classroom, and you hear a fire drill, when you're alone in the bathroom, like, no one's around you in the bathroom, then you hear the fire drill. That'll creep you. Even though we do hear a lot of fire drills coming to every single school. So, right now, I'm going to react to 3 creepy true fire drill stories by Mr. Nightmare. So, yeah, you might have to shout out to Mr. Nightmare. If you don't want to get, like, real nightmares, then whatever. I just want to recommend you, just asking. So, this could be my Halloween reaction or so let's just see. Oh, before we go, I really want to say about these fire drills could happen these fire drills could happen on kindergarten, like we can know. So yeah, this could happen on kindergarten.
14, 8th grade, last year of middle school. I had to go. So I got up from my seat in math class, took the wooden plank that was supposed to be the bathroom pass, and strolled through the hallways to the bathroom. The bathroom on the main floor had a sign on it saying out of order, use upstairs or downstairs bathroom. A random older guy walked up to me and asked with a smile on his face if I knew where the nearest bathroom was. I told him yeah, either upstairs or downstairs. He thanked me and walked to the stairs. So to avoid more potential conversation with the guy, I went down. I wondered who that guy could be. Definitely not staff. Maybe a parent.
Also, these ones belong to Mr. Nightmare. I do not own these ones. I'm just reacting Mr. Nightmare's video, and yes, he's using the bathroom. You know, like I mentioned to you about this. But if you use the bathroom all alone in school, you know that could happen in a fire drill. No one's around you in the bathroom, in the school bathroom. Then I hear this, and yeah, this is what Mr. Nightmare said.
I went down to the lower level, which was literally only for bathrooms and extra locker rooms for the sport teams. I opened the door to the bathroom. The light was off, as usual for this bathroom, since it was the least used one.
Oh God.
I went to the stall and shut the door. I covered the toilet seat with paper and sat down. Suddenly, there was a white light flashing in the bathroom, and I heard the sound of the fire alarm outside of the bathroom. It was a fire drill. My heart dropped because I didn't know what to do. It was the first fire.
Of course it's gonna happen. We all might get jump scared because of the fire drill in the bathroom, everywhere. And schools.
Fire drill of the year. Would I get away with just using the bathroom while everyone else was outside? At this point, I figured I'd just do it. The flashing light got a bit annoying, as did the alarm coming from outside. Suddenly, the alarm got much louder. Then I realized it was because the door opened, and over came marching somebody right to my stall door. I saw their feet underneath
These
the stall.
footsteps.
I thought for sure it was a teacher coming to check the room for any students. They didn't say anything, though. I didn't know if I should say something or not. I looked at their shoes. They were just facing the door.
Oh
I
God.
noticed they weren't just standing there. I saw
Okay.
through that dreaded 1-inch crack of the stall door that everybody hates. Someone's face pressed up against it.
I can't even see the screen. I'm not sure if you can see it. I hope this is better.
Most of
Oh God!
the man's eye opened as wide as possible. Then there was a chuckle from the other side.
He looks like a hacker.
Now, heart racing too. I
Oh
didn't know
my
if
God,
I should scream
man.
or not. Then the person got on his knees and stuck his head underneath the stall to look at me. It was that man from the hallway. When he saw it was me, he literally
Okay, what I hear like Optimus Prime knockoffs. Anyways, yeah, let's just go.
the door and into the stall and grabbed a hold of me, covering my mouth first thing. I remember he said things like, "Don't struggle and just relax."
Oh my
I
God,
didn't know what he
man.
was going to do to me. It was an unreal feeling, like my life was flashing before my eyes at such a young age. An age that you think you're invincible. Then, the fire alarm got louder again as the door opened. It was the principal's voice. "Is anybody in here?" I screamed, and though muffled through the man's hand, the principal heard it and came rushing over to the stall trying to open it. He screamed to open the door. The man let go of me, opened the door in the principal's face, and ran for it. The principal was a very old man, so he didn't chase after him. The school also didn't have cameras at this point, so as far as I know, the guy got away. The principal actually hugged me and was very emotional, telling me to come with him so we could call my parents.
What? Okay, wait, what? Why would a principal can hug a student? I thought they do fist bumps or high fives or whatever. I had to clickbait some of them, okay? I have to clickbait because my storage. So yeah, and there's story too.
Back in high school, fire drills were usually a lot of fun, depending on what class you were in and which friends you were with. One particular dark, cloudy day during third period, my friends and I who were in the same class heard from the grapevine that there was going to be a fire drill this period. It was a Friday close to the end of the year, and there was really no work for any of us in our later classes. So we figured during the fire drill, we'd sneak down to the sump behind the school by the woods and smoke. We waited anxiously for that ear-piercing
Hallway
ringing to go
looks a
off.
lot
And when it
creepier.
did, it was music to our ears. We looked at each
So
other and laughed,
faster.
and we were the first ones out of the class and down the hall. While everyone else on this side of the school was headed to the front entrance, we were on our way to the back entrance by the woods. We walked out in the middle of the crowd to the back section of the school by the basketball and tennis courts. We were pretty strategic about our escape. We made sure there were no teachers in sight and crossed through a narrow opening between the tennis courts and a line of bushes. That led straight to the sun.
It reminds me of the Slender Man woods. If you ever played Slender Man, this is what the woods reminds me. These bushes, woods, and trees reminds me. That honestly quite reminds me of Slender Man.
It had a nickname, but I don't remember it. All I know is it was the place that everyone came to drink, smoke, and do other drugs at night. Kids even had bonfires there before. It was a really dark day. The clouds were a darkish gray, giving the morning an almost early night kind of feeling. The breezy air hinted at a
So
storm
creepy.
approaching too, which honestly just made it more fun for some reason. We waited until all the commotion up the hill quieted down, and we assumed everyone went back inside. Then we started talking and laughing. My friend went through his bag to get out that pipe and grinder. That's when I noticed something in the distance by the woods.
So, I'm sorry, what? Like, yes, after the fire door, you can just do whatever you want to do with your friends, talking, making jokes, talking about something, blah, 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 saying, oh, I love playing video games, I love reading books, I love using my phone, whatever. It's just your choice. You have the type, the three creepy through fire door stories and the church dinging, whatever. If you want to see this whole entire story about this. I had a clickbait because of the storage, like I mentioned you again. Story 3.
Our school had this door that led down to a half stairway to some weird dark hallway. A lot of students knew about it, but nobody really knew what was down there. The door only seemed to be open during fire drills, in which just about every door in the building is opened. My friend Kyle and I were particularly interested in finding out what was down there. I'll admit I was a pretty bad student in my first 2 years of high school, and I got into a lot of trouble. So Kyle and I planning to venture down there during a fire drill wasn't one of our dumbest ideas. We had 3 classes together out of 8, so our chances of being in the same class during a fire drill was pretty decent, and luckily it happened during study hall. So as the alarm rang, Kyle and I ran to one of the bathrooms, which already had
That
its door
noise.
wedged open with a door stopper. We hid in one of the stalls until all the commotion in the hall was gone and everyone was outside. Then, getting down those stairs was a piece of cake. There was a very dim light hanging from the ceiling. It gave off just enough light to see a doorway that led to another half flight of stairs. This one
Oh
to
my
complete
God,
darkness. We
Oh
looked
my
for a
God.
light switch, but couldn't.
Oh my God, no. No, I'm not going to do messed up things in school, No, at least the video is about to end.
When we managed to get it open, we found just a small, square room, maybe 100 square feet. The room wasn't silent, though. There was a little clicking sound, kind of like a metallic dinging. It was coming from a vent in the corner. We had to see what it could be. Maybe an animal or something. But as we went closer, we started to hear grunting and groaning type noises.
Wow.
Kyle dared me to hover the screen over the vent to see what was inside. I really wanted to know what was in there, so I did. I pressed the screen of my phone up to the vents and got on my knees. Now I could hear breathing. I pressed my ear up against the vent and immediately felt something grab onto my ear. I screamed in a panic, and Kyle quickly came and pulled the hand off my ear. I jumped away from the vent first of all, and saw a hand reaching through it. Kyle and I ran out of there, shutting the do not enter door behind us, and running back upstairs to the bathroom. The next day, Kyle and I went to talk to the janitor, Tom. He was one of the janitors who didn't really give a crap about his job. He didn't even seem angry about us going down there. He just asked what we were doing. We explained what happened and asked if there was somebody working in the vents. He said nobody had been in that room for years, nor was there any way into that vent down there. Kyle and I looked at each other, and I knew his heart sank just like mine did, as we both stood there wondering, who was in that vent down there that day?
Well, yeah, these are the scariest videos that you might see from Mr. Nightmares. 3 creepy, true fire drill stories. And yes, it will happen every single school. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's only a 12-minute video. So, 15 minutes video. And I had a clickbait, so, yeah.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians.